Hey, welcome back, everybody. Week 3, 49ers at Rams, and I'm going to share my fearsome 4 keys to the game. My fearsome 4 keys to victory for our Los Angeles Rams. Now, Sean McVay's not listening to me, obviously, but I'm going to give it a go anyways. What do the Rams need to do to beat the 49ers in what has shaped up is shaping up to be, well, we all know this, an extremely important game. Is the Rams season on the line here? I don't know if I'd go so far as to say that. I know everybody's calling it a must-win game, but I don't know. I don't know if I feel that way. Rams could still bounce back with a couple straight wins, and hey, maybe we're good to go at 2-3. But man, a win here would be gigantic for a lot of reasons. If nothing else, we just need something good to happen for this football team, something good to happen, and turn this around, get things moving in the right direction. So, what are my fearsome 4 keys to victory over the San Francisco 49ers? Let's get into it. Well, the first thing they need to do, we'll look at from a defensive perspective first, is, the 49ers are going to try to run it down our throat. Deebo Samuel's going to be out. George Kittle likely out. So what are they going to do? They're going to turn in Christian McCaffrey out. I almost forgot about him. So they're going to try to run it down our throat with Kyle Juszczyk leading the way for Jordan Mason behind a pretty good offensive line. It's not a great offensive line, but it's okay. And it's going to be about Jordan Mason establishing the run. Their top 2 receivers in this game, top 2 targets, looking at it's going to be Brandon Ayuk and Juwan Jennings, right? And not bad options there, but not the type of weapons, not the array of weapons that the 49ers typically have. So they're going to try to run the ball, and why not against this Rams run defense that has not been very impressive. The interior, Bobby Brown has not played well, and he's questionable. Maybe that's a good thing, actually. Sorry, Bobby. And our inside linebacker is missing a lot of tackles, and as Paul and Ian pointed out on a roundtable, not getting lined up right a lot, our guys up front. So 49ers are going to have to they're going to want to try to establish the run. And if we can't slow them down and limit them, we may be in deep trouble. Look at Jordan Mason's numbers there, averaging over 5 yards per carry. And he's going to be their go-to guy. Maybe they'll turn to the rookie a little bit too, Garendo. So it's going to be Jordan Mason trying to run it down our throat. And, Kyle Shanahan, if he can establish that, he'll start picking apart our defense or secondary. And by the way, our secondary could be without, well, we're definitely without D-Will, Darion Kendrick out for the year, and Kobe Durant questionable. So that would probably mean Ahkello Witherspoon gets called up. Seems like the Rams are going to have to pull up a bunch of guys from the practice squad to field a viable team here. And so not the best situation, but we know Witherspoon can get the job done. If it's Witherspoon and Trey White matching up against Juwan Jennings and Brandon Ayuk, yeah, that's not such a terrible situation. Of course, John Johnson's out, so Cam Kinchins and Quentin Lake are going to have to step up a little bit. So interesting situation for both teams, as banged up as they are. But fearsome key number 1, slow down Jordan Mason. And we're not going to stop it. We're not going to shut them down. But we can't let them just pummel us up the middle between the tackles all day long. Fearsome key number 2, the 49ers have a great left tackle, Trent Williams. The Rams' defensive line has been getting near the quarterback. I shouldn't say getting to the quarterback. Oh, so close so many times against Kyler Murray. I've been happy with our pass rush, just not the production. And so we need to get to Brock Purdy. And, he's pretty elusive too, but he's no Kyler Murray. We just have to finish. And I think Jared Verse and Byron Young, man, I'm really happy with their potential moving forward. I'm really happy with two edge rushers that we can run out there and some of the backups as well. Kobe Turner can get to the quarterback. Braden Fisk has flashed at times. But let's finish the deal. Now, if they are pummeling us in the run game, it's going to make it harder. But assuming we can slow down the run game and Brock Purdy's going to be dropping back a little bit, finish the deal, guys. Let's get the sacks. Now let's flip over to the offensive side. Fearsome key number 3. Fearsome key number 3, key to the game. We can't abandon the run. Kind of going to the basics here. Stop the run, establish the run. And, the Rams offensive line still a little banged up, but we can throw a good 5 guys out there. Alaric Jackson comes back. Still have Kevin Dotson and Rob Havenstein. Havenstein maybe will pick up his game a little bit. We've liked what we've seen from Bo Limmer for the most part. Logan Bruss gets his shot. But let's not leave it all on Stafford dropping back, throwing to Demarcus Robinson and Tutu Atwell, Tyler Johnson, Jordan Whittington. Yeah, I left out Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp. Unfortunately, they can't go. Man, a lot of star power sitting this one out. But let's not abandon the run. We got to get Kyron Williams going and Ronnie Rivers and Blake Corum. Let's mix it up a little bit, which leads me to my fearsome key number 4 is let's diversify this offense a little bit. And, how often this season and late last year have you watched the Rams run a play where you go, hey, that was cool. That was pretty creative. Not nearly as much as we would want or expect out of a Sean McVay offense. Hey, I was originally thinking let's run some 12 personnel, 2 tight ends. Davis Allen is out, so that complicates that. We're going to have to bring up a tight end from the practice squad. It's going to be a challenge to figure out the 48 active guys for this roster. So many guys you would like to pull up. But so, maybe 12 personnel's off the table, but I'd like to see Hunter Long involved somehow, some way. Let's go 12 personnel. Hey, how about 21 personnel? Let's get 2 running backs out there. Let's run some jet sweeps. Let's run some screens with Kyron and Blake. We almost had a big one last week to Kyron, and he had 3 blockers out front, and the ball got tipped, something. I forget what happened exactly, but it was going to be a big play. Those big plays are there. Just need some creativity. Think outside the box a little bit, and I'm sure the Rams are this week. It's time. Let's mix it up and be creative. So, in review, fearsome 4 keys to the game. 1, find a way to slow down Jordan Mason, and I don't know that we have the bodies to do that. Corey Durden, another guy you'd like to have active for this roster for this game. Laurel Murchison, I don't know what his deal is. He sat out the 2 already. Braden Fisk, if Bobby Brown can go or can't. Not sure how I feel about that. Rams got to figure it out, and it could be just big gains from Christian Roseboom and Troy Reader. And our safeties coming up and helping, which maybe they can with this depleted 49er wide receiver core. Key number 2, finish the pass rush. Just finish. And I think we will. Man, we could have had 3 or 4 sacks last week that slipped and got away, literally and figuratively with Kyler Murray. And then on offense, don't abandon the run. Keep on plugging. Mix it up a little bit. And that's fearsome key number 4. Be diverse on offense. Be creative. Let's see something new. Surprise the 49ers. I'm not talking about gadget plays, but just different, creativity from Sean McVay, the creativity that I think has been missing for much of the last, 10 games or so. So that's it. Those are my fearsome 4 keys. Please comment if you think I missed something or you think I'm wrong. And again, subscribe and like these videos. Really appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow or early Sunday for my pre-game primer, taking the pulse, a last-minute pulse of the Rams going into this game, and final thoughts that I'll share at that time out here from Rams Up.